too much to say, honestly. What's understood, it don't have to be explained. If you know, you know. Yeah, let's go. They told me Satan still hunting Pete Carroll, cause you know I'm not running. If you know, you know. Sliding in the pen fire, Johnny Blaze, I don't need a ghost rider. If you know, you know. If it's hot, put it on the wax. Jesse cooking up, I need another batch. Whoa, 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 whoa. If you know, you know. Wake up in the morning. What's the moves for the day? Today I ain't sitting on the fence. Gotta count me in. Talking about in it. Kirk Cousins, I know you like that. So if I leave like soccer, I'll be right back. Imperfect, I know I am that. But on the low, I'm fire. Hope you get that. Yeah. Same goal since I turned in the door. On my drive, give a lift to some Uber results. Never been busy, but this part for the course. I ain't tripping on it, cause I'm tapped into the source. Oh, I see what this is. Oh, I see you about to drop. I know what time that this is. So many people. Pull up to the pregame. Yeah. Pull up to the pregame. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Hey. Pull up to the pregame. Yeah. Pull up to the pregame. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Hey. Catch a vibe.
Yo, what's cracking? What's popping? Mic check 1 2 1 2. We back. Welcome to the Pregame podcast. We lit. We live, and while y'all at it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It's Friday. Ooh, it's Thursday. Yo, I'm trying to make us go to Friday already. Look, bro, it's up tonight, man. It's up tonight. Yo, I am so excited to be back in the pregame. Look, it feels like it's been a while. It's only been a week, but look, I gotta tell you about somebody, man, real quick. It's about to come in here. When I saw her post something about 5 games in 7 days, I don't know how she does what she do. You know what I'm saying? All I know is when I bring her on to the screen, Sheba better be close. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a Sheba stan, first off. Anytime I see Sheba, me and Sheba cool. It's Vashti in the building. What's up with you, Vashti?
Hey.
What's up? How you doing?
You already know.
You know what? I'm gonna get a sound on my sound machine. Every time you pull up, I'm gonna hit a button. I'm gonna go back to one of your videos where you say I'm tired. I'm just gonna play it and say I'm tired. Every time you come in, I'm gonna do that.
That I am.
There she is. Hey, Sheba in the building. That's the homie right there. Right there.
That's enough. You had
Look,
enough.
She cheesing too. She cheesed. Look, I'm a Sheba stan. You saw what I put in Quick Blitz, didn't you?
Yeah. Somebody said, "Hey, Sheba." I said that was Carlo.
Yeah, absolutely. Every time I'm gonna say what's up to Sheba. That's the homie though.
When I went and looked back, I said, "Oh, she was right. She was fiddling
chilling
around in the back."
It was real low key though. It was real low key. Like if you know, she in the back somewhere. So I saw it and I was like, I know exactly who that is. Yeah. Vashti, I know you had some issues with the pod last week with Sheena. I apologize. I'm not sure what was going on with that. But you know what I'm saying? The devil is busy.
I don't know. It kept saying ringing, and I was like,
But it wasn't ringing on my end. I don't know what's going on. But I apologize for that. But I just want to let you know, like, Vashti was going to be here. You know what I'm saying? She was locked in, but it was not working. I don't know what was going on with Ecamm. I re-downloaded it on my end afterwards. I was hoping that was going to work, and it worked today. Vashti, how you been? I know you weren't here last week, but how you been? I know you've been extremely busy with everything, but how are things so far? I know business is booming on your end, but like, how you been?
Busy.
Quick question for you though. This is nothing on the agenda or whatever, but is Caleb, like, you've seen him in person? I seen him on highlights and I seen games. Is Caleb Downs? Not Caleb Downs, but is old boy from Chapel Hill? Is he the truth?
Caleb Wilson.
Yes. Is he the truth? Is he like that?
I think so, but I mean they play Kansas, but he's got that Kobe gene. He's got that MJ gene. So I think so.
Okay. Okay. Now he looked like he the truth. I like what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? I like somebody who's
Right.
standing on business and be like, yo, look, I got a chip on my shoulder and it is what it is. Like, I thought that was pretty dope. All right. So for those who are new to the pregame podcast, welcome to the pregame podcast. Is your VIP pass to the fusion of sports and pop culture, where we talk a little bit of everything, and we always gonna keep it 100. All right. So one thing we always start off with is we want to ask all of our viewers, like, what you pulling up with. If you ever been to a pregame podcast, if you ever been to a pregame, excuse me, you know that you don't come up empty-handed. You always bring something to the table. Here at the pregame, that doesn't mean that we want you to bring something tangible. We just want to see what kind of week you had. So make sure you drop in the comments what kind of week you had, what you're pulling up with. You know, look, Vashti is here. She said she's tired, but she pulled up to the pregame. You know what I mean? For me, I'm pulling up with a little energy today. I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about what we're going to talk about tonight. It's going to be fun. We're playing a game. If you saw what I had on the pregame thumbnail, we're playing a game, This or That, right? We've done it before on the podcast. It was a fan favorite. Somebody reached out in the comments, was like, let's run it back. I said, bet, let's do it.
Run that back, Turbo.
So we bringing it right back. So we're going to do This or That. Vashti has no idea what I'm going to pull up, what topic or whatnot, but we're gonna do that. We got the pregame reacts. Y'all love that, so we're gonna do that a little bit. But we're gonna talk about. It's not gonna be a lot of Panther talk today. You know what I'm saying? I have one question in terms of Panther stuff, but today's gonna be a little music heavy. You cool with that, Vashti?
I mean, I can rock with it. Let's see how it go.
All right. Shad may or may not be here. I haven't heard from him. I know he's been traveling for work recently, so if he pulls up, it's all good. Let's start off with Olivia. She says she's pulling up overwhelmed but blessed. Hey, I hope the overwhelmed piece doesn't overwhelm you too much. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's good overwhelming. It's a difference between a good positive overwhelm, like with work and everything, and then, your personal life and everything get overwhelming, but definitely praying for you, hoping all is well. Sheba getting some love, saying cutie patootie. Tyree Ross said Queen Vashti. Period poo. That's what y'all say, right? Period poo. Oh, clock it.
I really don't say period poo, but yeah.
I mean, I'm saying that's what they say. I ain't saying that's what you say.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the young jargon.
Young
oh my
one.
God.
Hey, yo, Sheba, let's go. Hey, Sheba, she's really low key the fourth member of the podcast. I just want to let you know that. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him, Sheba.
Nope.
Let him know.
All right, Sheba.
All right.
Sorry.
So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So the first thing I want to do, pregame reacts. So you remember Webby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he got a few songs, Girl Gimme, that was my jam, but he had Independent too. But recently, like he's been traveling. I guess he's been doing a little pop-ups at clubs and everything, and somebody recorded him rapping Independent, and let's check this out real quick. Let's do it one more time. Vashti, is he lit or he don't know how to spell? Which one is it? Or is it a mix of both?
It's probably both. Did y'all see that video when he had to get the names right on the Breakfast Club? He ain't the sharpest tool in the box.
He is not the sharpest tool in the box. That man said Angela and Charlotte McGuy. Yeah.
Yeah. So you gotta know. He ain't the sharpest tool. So I think it's probably a bit of both. He's done that song so much that he knows how to spell it.
I would hope so.
With help though. But I say that I'm not calling him dumb. I'm just saying he's not the sharpest.
You ain't calling him dumb, but you ain't calling him smart.
Right.
Hey, when I saw this, I was like, bro, this got to be, as many times as you have done this particular song, you should know at least how to spell independent. And so my biggest thing is like, yo, he might be on some things that he don't know where he at right now, but bruh. But yeah, we could tell he don't want to read that Breakfast Club video. I was gonna show a video of that because I saw a clip of it when I saw this clip, and I was like, yo, no, I'm not gonna do it. But bruh, it took him about 10, 15 times. Like it's a 5-minute video low key of him trying to say, "What's up?" is Webby and he says all his nicknames, and I'm here rocking with Angela, DJ Envy, and Charlamagne the God. That's all he had to say, and it took him a lot of tries. All right, so the next one, I want you to judge. You're a music head like I am, and one thing I love is I'm big on DJs, right? I like to hear like how DJs mix and mash up songs, how they transition everything. I want you to rate these mashups on a scale of 1 to 10. All right. Before we do, if y'all was listening, if y'all was in the pregame before the pregame, I played a song. It was a quick little snippet at the end. That was my brother. He's coming up with a new song called "If You Know You Know." It drops on all platforms tomorrow. So make sure if you are a fan of the pregame, I just ask you all to go over there and run it up. Chaz, if you know, you know, dropping a new song. He did our anthem for a pregame podcast. So he's out here doing his thing, man. So shout out to Chaz for allowing me to go ahead and kind of do a little sneak peek preview. All right, let's check out this quick DJ mix, and then we're gonna rate it. I need everybody in the chat to go ahead and rate this as well. Let's get it.
She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mud. She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mud. I'm a dog, I'm a mud.
If you got it, it ain't a question. Oh, it ain't no room for guessing. No more than emotionally invested. Showing you all my imperfections. Oh, if I let you, don't take me for granted. Yeah. If I'm worth more than you could manage, yeah.
I wish I could wait on love. These moments and vibe. You are like surge and it gunplay, surge and it pillow talk, surge and sweet dreams, turn it.
I'm gonna stop right there. Now, Vashta, I know this is TikTok, and I know you got a certain amount of time for TikTok. But if I'm out at a lounge, at a bar, at a restaurant, he moving a little too fast for me. Do you agree or do you disagree? Now, like I said, I know this is TikTok, so it's different.
Right.
But I want you to let it breathe.
Obviously, the mix with TikTok. I think that, yeah, I think if you in a lounge, they let it breathe a little bit longer.
Yeah.
The mixes were okay. I'm pretty sure I've seen this video before. But yeah, you gotta let the music breathe. But he was just showing off, different mixes with the songs. It was all right. It wasn't earth shattering, but it's cool.
Not earth shattering. I thought it was straight. I like the first two. The first two mixes were solid. You know what I'm saying? Like it was good. And even when he played the Mrs. Officer beat, I was like, I like that song so much. I was like, bro, I want the real song. But the fact that he mixed it with the Miguel, I thought that was cool. This is DJ Carl J. If you don't follow him on TikTok, make sure you go check him out. He does stuff like this often. But I like to hear mashups and how people are putting two songs together that usually you would not hear together at all. But I'm the type of person, if I'm going to like a brunch Vashta, like you know what I'm saying, everybody else vibing to the music, I'm literally paying attention to the DJ like, okay, you came to this song, now how you going to transition to the next?
Right.
Are you that type of person, or are you the type of like, you know what, I'm just going to let it rock? But
I
really
definitely pay attention to the DJ. I don't care as much about transitions as I care about how you flowing with the music. Like transitions, they're cool, it's cute, but does the music that you pick, does it match the vibe?
Right.
Or are you creating the vibe? Are you creating the vibe? If you're not creating the vibe, I've had some. I hate it when DJs will and I was at R and Brew, and which is I went a while ago. I haven't been the last few times. I've just been busy. I've been working, but like the DJ would play like a New Orleans song and then go to a slow song.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And it was like, no, I don't mind when people all right, now this is the Now this is the New Orleans side of the jam, and let's ride with that. Then you
Yeah.
might transition into some, you know, New York stuff. Then you might hit us with a reggae type set.
Yeah.
So I like it when music is organized in sets
Yes.
and that blend together but keep the vibe. The
Right.
whole blending the music, that matters, but not as much as the music choice.
I agree. I think that's what I mean by transition. Like the blending, if you blend well, cool. That's an extra. That's like the sprinkles on the ice cream sundae. But for me, I completely agree. Like, don't go to uh, you know what I'm saying, mutt to then something totally different that's not in the same vibe. It's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And if you're a DJ that cannot read the crowd, you know what I'm saying? Like, you play a song and the crowd rocking with it, you need to stay in that lane. And I understand
Right.
like y'all got a set that y'all want to go to, but like, bro, you know what I'm saying, keep your thumb on the pulse of what that crowd needs at that time, because you could have come ready to do, 2000s R&B, but everybody rocking with the 90s, then kind of stay with the 90s a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, feel the pulse of it. So no, I completely agree with you on that, because some people they are so like stuck in their ways, DJs, of like, I'm gonna play what I already prepared, instead of like being open
Why are
to
you
pivot.
preparing a playlist?
Oh, some people do prepare. I have spoken with DJs before, Vashti, that they come prepared with, I know based on my times either at this particular lounge or club or at a party like this, that these are my rockers. These are the ones that people are gonna rock with. So I prepare a list of like, I'm gonna play this one towards the end of the set,
Okay.
stuff like that. Not like the whole set. You have a whole
Mhm.
list. You cannot, you know, divvy from that. No, it's just more so like, I know at this particular time, if it's a day party, towards the end, I'm gonna hit these knockers. You know what I'm saying? At the very end, I'm gonna have my R&B vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's strategic. You know what I'm saying? A plan beats no plan. So they're gonna have some type of plan, but sometimes you got to pivot from it. And you got to be ready for that. That's how I
Right.
feel about it.
I like
Um,
theme nights. Like I like nights that have a certain theme to them, whether it's
yeah,
samples or maybe a certain music artist. I appreciate I am trending toward going to that kind of stuff.
mm,
Um as somebody who enjoys music. Like if there's
yeah,
a Michael Jackson night, I'm there, that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Um so
Have you
yeah.
had one? Have you had one that stuck out to you, like that you've been to? It was like, this was actually pretty good.
Oh, there was a one I we were at Lorem Ipsum
Yeah,
and I don't remember what the theme was. The theme might have been when Malcolm Jamal Warner died and the theme was like a Cosby show, but they played music more from like that era that could kind of be
oh, that's pretty cool.
nostalgic for that.
Yeah,
And one time we went and it was Janet Jackson's DJ, apparently. I found out afterwards because he was so phenomenal.
yeah.
And he just had the thing rocking. I don't even know what the theme was, but he just
It
knew
was
what he
just a
was
good
doing.
night. Yeah, I respect it. I respect it. I'm DJ Fannie Mae, if you know who she is. She does a lot of um sets like that where she'll set it up. I think she just did a Drake night, which is pretty cool. She did a 90s night. So it's like different genres that she does, Afro beats and all those different things. And so it's literally just you, it's a very intimate setting. You sit down, you got your food, you got your drinks and all that, and you just listen to her. And she will literally her DJ setup is on a stage and she talks through it of like why she picked this and that and third. She'll talk about it and then just let it play. And I think that's pretty cool of like a DJ kind of creating that experience of like why and how I process creating sets for things like that. So shout out to DJ Fannie Mae. All right, so let's get into some content. Let's start off with the first thing. This is breaking news. I wasn't planning on talking about this, but I saw it on Twitter before. So Steph Curry has, I guess, agreed or had a mutual agreement with Under Armour to part ways. He's been with them since the beginning of his career. And so I had to do a little research, Vashti, to kind of figure out like, what are some of the nuance behind why he decided to, leave? What was the reasons? All those different things. And via CNBC, they mentioned that sales have fallen for Under Armour for the last, call it, 8 straight quarters of the years. He's been a part of it. The shares have fallen about 40% this year. And I was like, okay, what's going on? And it all starts with the leadership, honestly. So the CEO, they've had a revolving door, replacing 3 CEOs in the last 4 years. And so, as the brand, if you are who Curry is, and knowing that you don't have that many years left playing in the NBA, he decided to part ways. And he just signed a big deal with them a few years ago, but he decided to part ways. And it sounds as though that the Curry brand is going to potentially, right now, what they're saying, stay independent. So not sign with like a Nike or a Reebok or a Jordan. My question to you, Vashti, based on everything Curry has done in his career and the brand that he's created for himself, do you think it's big enough to stand alone amongst all these other brands like LeBron or Kobe or Jordan?
You mean?
In terms of sales, like he's leaving because sales have fallen for Under Armour.
Well, LeBron is affiliated with Nike.
True.
The thing is, like, I think that Steph Curry's brand in and of itself, I mean, he's a guy who, helped change the game, but nobody's going to buy Steph Curry's shoe. Like, you got to, unfortunately, the way the system is backed up, the way the system is set up, I mean, you got to have a label on that shoe. And Under Armour was never hot. I mean,
he was the only reason that people bought the shoes, low key.
Yeah, Under Armour was never hot, and so he could probably sell. He'd probably do a better job with clothes and stuff. I would love for him to find like something out of the box for him to do to kind of catapult that brand.
Yeah.
But if he's gonna try to keep up with the sneakers, nobody's gonna buy those.
No, facts. It's gonna be tough. I've personally never bought any Under Armour Curry shoes. I remember growing up, I remember Under Armour as literally Under Armour. The stuff that you wear, whether you're playing football, basketball, if you need your leg, your tights, if you need a workout shirt, like I knew Under Armour for that, not necessarily shoes. And so when Curry did it, I respect him trying to do something different and kind of step out of the lane of like the Nikes and all that. But yeah, shout out to my dad. He put in The Rock kept them flow. Yeah, The Rock was over there too, but I didn't buy any Rock shoes as well. I think I'm curious to see who's going to help him moving forward because like you really got to come with it. There's so many shoes out here. And LeBron, like you said, he's with Nike. He's with a powerhouse of a brand, of an organization who's going to push what he's doing. And I mean, Jordan is Jordan. Like that's not going anywhere. Like Jordan has like nobody's touching Jordan for real. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen moving forward. But that was breaking news. It literally just happened probably like an hour or so ago. So I wanted to hear your thoughts about it and see what you thought. Food wise, this is interesting. Another thing that you did not prepare for, I didn't say, but which was kind of breaking news. I saw this. I'm a big Chick-fil-A fan, but Chick-fil-A, and I think they're doing it in San Antonio and Baltimore. They are trying out chicken and waffles breakfast sandwich. You can get it in original and spicy. Are you in or out on something like this with Chick-fil-A?
I mean, I don't really eat Chick-fil-A breakfast
anyway. Oh, I thought you just said you don't eat Chick-fil-A. I was like, wait a minute.
No, I don't really eat their breakfast. I just don't have one around me, and I'm not going out the way to go get it. So okay. I guess maybe I would try it. It's not something that I would personally get excited about.
Me personally, like I'm not even a huge breakfast person in general. Like if I'm skipping a meal, I'm skipping breakfast. Like I'll just drink coffee and keep it moving. But this right here entices me. You know what I'm saying? Especially with like I enjoy Chick-fil-A's chicken. I'm curious to see what kind of breading they do with the waffles. But I mean, who doesn't like chicken? When you go into a brunch, like chicken and waffles is what you know what I mean? And I don't know if that, it says available with syrup. So I'm curious to try it. Shout out to them for trying something different. But yeah, Baltimore and San Antonio is the first two places they're trying it. I thought it was interesting. I'm curious to know what y'all think in the comments about the chicken and waffles and what you think is going to happen with that. All right, you want to play this or that? You ready?
Sure.
All right, let's do it. So this or that. So the first one I want to do, and I want everybody in the comments to respond to this as well. I want to hear y'all thoughts on all this as well. So you going to a brunch, Vashti? Actually, let me fix it. I can't. Boom, and push myself up, push you up. Boom. All right. So you're going to a brunch, right? Do you want a soul food brunch, or you want a brunch with mimosas?
What you
With like
mean? You can't
breakfast
have
food,
both?
soul food, or breakfast food and mimosas. So like if you're going to a
Oh,
brunch,
and mimosas.
yeah. So you want that soul food and mimosas or brunch? You want breakfast food. When you think of soul food, I'm talking about like soul food on a Sunday. What you vibing with? Your friend hit you up.
Um,
That one friend hit you up like, girl, we going out. You know exactly what friend I'm talking about. We going out, girl.
I don't know.
Soul food or brunch?
Um, hmm. What time?
Oh, good question. 11. 11.
Brunch.
Okay. So for you, it depends on the time.
Yeah, that's important. I'm not someone who eats like I will eat dinner for breakfast and breakfast for dinner.
Yeah.
However, with the scene that you set,
Yeah.
it would be more breakfast leaning, more brunch leaning.
Yeah. Yeah. I always feel like on Sunday, no matter what time, I'm brunching it. I'm brunching it. Like if we're going out, especially if we're going out, you know what I'm saying? You got your, like we talked about earlier, you got your DJ, you got your friends, you got the vibe, you know what I mean? I need the brunch. I need the breakfast food, you know what I mean? And if you go to like a good one, they're gonna have the lamb chops, they're gonna have the I don't do chicken and waffles, I do chicken and French toast. You feel me? Like that's my jam. So give me that
You
fried
were
chicken.
just raving about chicken and waffle at
Oh,
Chick-fil-A.
I do. I want to try the sandwich. I do want to try the sandwich. But if I had a choice, Vashti, I'm going chicken and French toast. If
All
you
right.
look, bro, the first time I experienced this, Vashti, was at Midnight Diner. And I was at Midnight Diner one night. It was a long night. We got there, and somebody was like, they had chicken and waffles. I do chicken and waffles. And I saw it, and the waitress asked, whoever that waitress is, God bless you because you changed my life. She said, you know we can substitute that for French toast. I said, excuse me? She said, yes. And I tried the chicken and the French toast. And what you do is you add a little hot sauce in that bad boy and then put a little syrup on there so you get the hot honey. Bro, what are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? Chicken and French toast is where it's at. I'm trying to tell you. All right. You going to a concert and you had the concert, like it's free. You ain't got to pay nothing. You going to a concert, but you got to choose between these two artists. Which concert are you going to? Chris Brown or Michael Jackson?
This not even hard.
Some people is difficult.
If it's hard for them, they dumb.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
I'm going with probably the GOAT or one of. If he ain't one, it's only one other person that might be able to hold a candle.
Who's the one that gonna hold the candle?
Probably Stevie Wonder, but performance value. I'm talking about musicality, music wise.
Musicality. Okay, okay.
Performance wise, like still, I'm going with Michael Jackson.
Yeah. I think from a
Who
I would say
picking Chris Brown over Michael Jackson?
no, I'm not picking Chris Brown over Michael Jackson.
I'm saying who would
Oh,
though?
I mean the young people.
Generation X or whatever they call.
It's the younger people who are trying. They're going for Chris Brown. Now here's the thing though. No shade to Chris Brown by any means. Heck of a performer. He's got an amazing catalog. He's been doing it for years. You know what I'm saying? It's what some people call crackhead energy. Like he don't stop. Like he just keep going. Like he does not take breaks. That man be dancing and flipping and doing all that all night long. So shout out to him. But I think even he would say Michael Jackson. And that's one person I've never got the chance to go see in concert is Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So I got to pick MJ. You know what I mean? But musicality, I think one person you could throw in here, we cannot forget about Beyonce. That's one person, like me personally, Beyonce, from a performance and a musicality standpoint, Beyonce up there. Would
I
you
don't know.
agree?
I ain't putting Beyonce on Mike level,
Really?
but they one. Uh,
I don't know.
Mike
I
is
don't
in a
know.
league of his own. To me,
Yeah, no, I agree. We just talking. I
I give
agree,
props
but
to like people who originate stuff. Like
mm,
he was one of the originators. Like he's the one that started a lot of this stuff.
yeah,
Also shout out James Brown,
James Brown, bro.
also an originator. Um,
I would love to see
so
him. I would have loved to see
I
him in
like
concert.
Beyonce, but I'm not putting her in that. I ain't putting her up there like that.
Just because of the origination standpoint. What's your thoughts? I see somebody put in the chat Prince. What's your thoughts on Prince?
I was more Michael than Prince.
You know what? Just because of way I was raised, I was more Prince than Michael growing up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love Prince, man. Like
parents were younger than mine though.
true. Well, yeah, true. I think
I mean, I have older parents anyway. Period. I wasn't
yeah.
so that
Yeah.
my uncle, my mom's youngest brother, is more Prince
Yeah.
than
No, I
Michael
love
Jackson,
Prince.
and y'all, there he's probably in that same those who kind of like were part of that '80s group
Yeah.
where they was outside in the '80s.
Pop locking.
Yeah, yeah,
All that.
they
Yeah.
gonna say Prince. If they were 20, if they were in their 20s in the '80s, they gonna say Prince.
No, that's real. That's real. I grew up on Prince. I love Prince. I think from a true artistry of playing multiple instruments, writing all those different things. Like I respect the artistry of Prince, but it wasn't like I wasn't the type where you know how back in the day when it was Jay-Z and Nas, everybody was like, you got to pick a side. You cannot like both of them. Like it wasn't like that for me. Like I love Prince and I love MJ too. So it's no shade by any means. All right. This is gonna suck because I hate both of these. But if you had to choose black licorice or black olives,
I ain't gotta choose either one of those.
you got to. It's the this
I
or
never
that. It's
eat
the
those.
game.
I don't eat those.
I don't eat these either. That's why I picked
can
them.
tell what they taste like. I don't know what they taste like.
If you had to pick Vashti, if you had to pick one, if you had to pick one,
I don't know what they taste like.
She said, if you had to pick one, just off the look.
No. You can't make me pick one of these nasty things.
I'm not making you. I'm asking you. How about that?
How you gonna tell me to pick the
I'm gonna pick one too. I can't stand either one of these.
I don't even know. I don't know.
If I had to pick, I know it's disgusting. If I had to pick, I can't stand black licorice. I don't like licorice in general. I gotta pick black olives, and even then, that's absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. But that's the game of this or that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, olives.
I
ain't eating none.
I ain't eating either, but you had to pick. All right. If you could only watch one of these for the rest of your life, you cannot watch the other one. Are you picking Martin or are you picking Fresh Prince? To me, it ain't that hard.
It is that hard to me because I would say at this time in my life,
yeah,
I resonate more with Martin.
Yeah.
When Martin was first on, I didn't laugh at Martin.
Yeah.
But I could relate more to Fresh Prince because of Ashley, and they were in high school, and they were, you know.
Yeah, good
Martin,
context.
Martin now is funny as hell.
Funny, dog.
Because I can relate to the friendships. I can relate to the
adulthood,
the relationship aspect, all of that. So I would have to say at this time my life, it would be Martin because
good context.
I would, it's just, you know, I can relate to it more.
That's good context. For me, I mean, Fresh Prince was good. Don't get me wrong. Like Will Smith it was a great show. Definitely funny moments. Definitely, like you said, relatable topics and themes within each episode. But for me, man, Martin, I still watch that to this day. Like, shout out to Netflix. Like, I hope that y'all never take Martin off because like Martin is something like if I can't find nothing to watch, I'm watching. I'm putting on Martin. Speaking of, this is random. This is a thought that I just came up with. Speaking of something to watch, what you been watching lately? Have you been watching? I didn't watch this last Love Is Blind.
Oh,
My wife watched it.
terrible.
It seemed like it was weak. But what
It
you
was
been? Have you
it
been
was
watching
terrible.
anything good? I'm asking this because I need something to watch. What you been up to? What you been watching?
I've been watching this show on and I don't know if I would particularly recommend it because
Mm-hmm.
I see where they try to take concepts from different shows and blend them together.
Got it.
But I naturally tend to resonate with these crime type shows, so like Law and Order,
Mm-hmm.
those type of stuff. I really like the show, The Blacklist, that
Oh
kind of
yeah, yeah,
stuff.
yeah. That's a good one.
So I've been watching this show on Peacock called Found, and it's about a woman who was kidnapped, and now she goes and helps find others who are lost or kidnapped.
Hmm.
So, and it seems like it's like a blend of Law and Order, The Blacklist. I kind of see where they picked things that
Yep.
different different pieces of different things from it's another show that I watched. So I've been watching that not because it's great, but I'm into it now, so I just got to see it through
You got to
the
see
to
it
the
through. I feel it. Don't you hate when it's like when something not good, but you just got to see it through because you want to see how it ends?
Also, I was watching what's the show on Hulu? I had canceled my Hulu when they took old boy off of they
Mm.
so I don't even know if I'm gonna re-up because I think that these people cower to stupidity. But I was watching what's that black show with the black lady on Hulu? Uh
It's a few. I
I'll
don't
look
know.
it up.
Yeah, yeah. Let me know. As you're looking it up. I've been watching. Bruh, my wife is big into the crime stuff too. Vashti. So she saw some. We were scrolling Netflix, and she saw Monster, which I've seen a few different Monster ones, but
Oh,
that
somebody
Ed
told me about that.
that Ed Gein story, Vashti, crazy. Do you hear
On
me?
what?
It's on Netflix. It's called Monster:
Okay.
The Ed Gein Story, and apparently, like, bro, I didn't. Apparently, I wasn't very well versed in terms of serial killers, but he is literally like the father. Oh, somebody just said Reasonable Doubt. Is that what it
That's
is?
it.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I've heard about Reasonable Doubt. Who's in there? It's another black man in there too that is pretty.
Morris
Morris
Chestnut.
Chestnut. Yeah, I think I saw the thing. I heard about
Mm-hmm.
that one. But look, Ed Gein is literally like they call him the father of serial killers. Like he's the one that inspired the Jeffrey Dahmers and all these other people. So Ed Gein, excuse me. Sorry, Ed Gein, Ed Gein, whatever. But Ed Gein is his
I
name.
oh,
It's pretty crazy. It is and I think one thing that I love about movies or great directors for either movies or TV shows, it's when you could literally create a production that makes it feel like you are in that person's brain or thinking process. And the way, I mean, he had a mental illness, and the way that they produced that episode or that particular show made you understand potentially, because they don't know potentially what people may go through when they're thinking and having these thoughts. Amazing, amazing
I
production.
can't that stuff I
Crazy.
can't watch.
Yeah,
And
crazy.
and if I do watch, it has to be in the middle of the day, nowhere near close to when I'm going to bed. It's just
No, it's
yeah,
crazy.
that
It's
stuff
crazy.
will hit home, and I'll have dreams about that
Nah, I feel
kind
you.
of the real life stuff.
I feel you. The other one I've
Yeah.
been watching, is I just started From. That's on Amazon Prime. I think it's on Prime. It's basically like it reminds me of The Walking Dead with aliens. It's coming out with the fourth episode soon. I just started I'm on like the third or fourth episode, but it seems pretty good so far.
Mm.
So I can't say too much about it yet, but I will come back with my thoughts as I get deeper into it. Shout out to my dog Ricky in the building. Ricky Reigns. He said he's heard some good things about the Pluribus show on Apple. Just started watching The Diplomat on Netflix. It's okay. So So Ricky, when you say it's okay, is it like okay enough for us to watch, or okay in terms of like, hey, I'll come back and give you my thoughts later? But everybody said Reasonable Doubt. Somebody said Blacklist. Oh, it's a question right here. What's your favorite Martin episode? That's a good question.
Oh, the CD player probably either that or Dragonfly Jones.
Dragonfly Jones is lit. For me, I think I gotta go. It's tough for me. Maybe when he did the New Jack City reenactment.
That's
pretty
it.
fire. Is that CD player? That was CD player one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one was gas. Another one gotta be the basketball. When he was playing basketball, that was lit against Don Staley. That was funny. It's a few of them, man. I keep going on and on, but
That's what I'm saying. It's a good show.
it's a great show. Great show. All right. If you had to choose, would you rather listen to a long album or watch a long movie?
But what am I doing?
you're at your crib. You at your crib. Oh, I
Okay,
forgot about
movie.
Players Ball. Yes. Players Ball was lit. Players Ball was lit. But I'm sorry,
Probably
go ahead.
movie if I'm at home.
Okay.
Probably movie because I'm not gonna sit on my sofa and listen to an album. Like I'll be doing other stuff and listen to music. But if I'm just sitting,
Yeah.
then I'd rather consume a long movie. But if I'm at home or obviously just doing stuff, then
Yeah.
I'll go with the music.
So if you had an album, we're about to go. This is a great transition to what we're about to do next. But how do you, when you got an album or an artist who drops a song or album, is there a particular way you listen to your music for the first time, or you're kind of like, hey, I listen to it however I can get to it?
Yeah.
See,
And if I like it enough, then I'll give it a second listen.
Okay. Do you know whether you like something in the first call, like couple seconds, or do you have to listen to the whole song then you give your thought process?
No,
Like how do you?
I like certain styles of music. I try to give it. I try to listen to at least most of the song.
Okay.
It might be a bridge or something, even though people don't do bridges anymore. It might be a bridge or something that might resonate with me. A transition.
Yeah. See, I must be. I think I'm weird. I listen to, especially if it's an album, I listen to it in only two ways. First time I'm listening to an album, like a full album, I either have to have over the ear headphones, like my Beats, over the ear headphones, or I gotta listen to it in the car. That's the only two ways I can do it. To give it its full, like, because it's gonna be different, like hi-hats or different bass things. Like I need to hear the full, like over the ear headphones or in the car. Every music sounds great in the car, so I got to listen to it that way, and that's how I can determine whether I really like the album and I'll download it and keep it in rotation, or whether I don't like it. Speaking of that, we're gonna get into some music real quick. I told you this is music heavy. This is a music heavy day. Have you had a chance to listen to Mirror on the Bends from Wale? Wale got an album dropping tomorrow. Have you had a chance to listen to that single? Cool. I got a clip for you. It's not the whole song. We're gonna listen to a little clip because YouTube be tripping. But we're gonna listen to a little clip real quick, and I want you to tell me what's your thoughts on this particular single dropped by Wale. Let's listen.
She said, take your time.
Mirror, mirror on the bands, who the flyest in the room? Who inspired everybody that's aspiring to you? I won't toot my own horn, I'm just clearing it to you. And I know you just a mirror, but my fear is only you. Therefore, them little boys ain't nowhere near you. Don't care, but just annoyed that they be playing you. Those years of paranoia probably took a toll, but depressing the toll, mirror, it ain't only you. You deserve everything you do. They gon' try to get you in the mood. They gon' try cause it work, right? Should've never stopped listening to you. Oh, mirror, don't you forget, remember Glenn Lewis? Don't feel like you really him, but I'ma see to it that you feel like you really him. Cause I'ma need you, cause now we see what this really is. We gotta see it through, twin. Right? You deserve everything you do. They gon' try to get you in the mood. They gon' try cause it work, right? Should've never stopped listening to you.
All right. That's a little clip, right? 50 seconds. What are your thoughts? First off, before you go, one thing that I do love about this particular song, and the reason why I think it potentially like right now resonates with me is I appreciate like it feels like it's like one of those songs where it's kind of like, yo, don't forget who you are as a person. Like, don't forget. Like sometimes you gotta look in the mirror. Like basically what he was saying is like, look, you gotta look in the mirror and let them know, like, yo, you that dude. You know what I'm saying? Or you that girl. And it's okay to kind of like talk about that, have that confidence, not the cockiness, but have the confidence to say, like, you know what? Don't ever stop listening to yourself. You can do what you got to do. Only you are going to support or back yourself as, nobody else is going to back you like you going to back you. So I appreciate like that self-confidence. Now, however, Wale has been known to be that cocky type of individual based on what people say, but I can appreciate like hearing that and just like having a song around that. You hear the beat, you didn't hear the beginning of it, right? You didn't hear the beginning of it, but you heard some of it. What are your initial thoughts hearing like that first, call it close to a minute of the song?
Eh.
Not your,
I need to hear it again.
is Wale not your cup of tea?
No, Wale cool. I was just listening to Lotus Firebomb the other day. I just gotta I need to hear it again.
Yeah. Now here's the thing.
From what you play, am I like, oh, I gotta add this to a playlist? No, it didn't meet the playlist test.
I respect it. And it's in songs on here that before. If you have been a long time listener for Pregame, it's been times where we played a little bit of snip and Vashti said it's a vibe, it's a bop. And if it ain't a vibe and a bop for her, she gonna keep it real. First time I heard it though, for me personally, I loved it. I loved the song. I think it was different. Shout out to IMCRJ, Wanna Be Burner song. It definitely has that, that African kind of vibe to it. He's finally like leaning into that. Shout out to I appreciate it. But I think I understand listening to the song once you hear it and hearing the lyrics of what he's trying to say. I can appreciate it. I thought it was pretty cool. The clarinet line definitely was fire. But yeah, I thought it was cool. I'm gonna listen to his album. It comes out tomorrow. I'm curious to see what he's gonna say. I'm curious to the vibe. But I want to get your thoughts on like a song review, something we've never done before in here. But I want to get your song review on that. Before we close, I do want to talk a little bit about AJ Brown. He had something come out. He had some thoughts this week around what's been going on with the Eagles. I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but for context, it's a TLDR version. The Eagles are 7-2, right? They've only lost 2 games. However, AJ Brown has not been what he deems as productive in this season, right? He only has called like 400 and something yards, a few touchdowns. The touchdowns from what I've researched, Vashti, every time he has scored a touchdown in the game, they have won. So he's only scored, and he's like every time he scored, they won. There's been times where he did not score, and they did win. But every time he has been in the end zone, he has won. So he has been very critical. He went on somebody's Twitch and went live streaming. Basically, was like playing Madden with them, and in that Madden game, he had like 9 receptions, 168 yards, and he was like, "Yeah, this is the most fun I'm having all season. If you had me in fantasy, I would consider you to drop me or trade me," and basically saying like, "Yo, I want to win. I'm not being productive." All those different things. So finally, after he said all of that, reporters came out and asked him questions. This is his response.
When you explain the situation with the fact that he was 7-2, it's not just solely about my situation. I mean, guys, like obviously I want to win too, and I think if we're really focusing on winning and doing our job, like we can't just keep slapping the Band-Aid over the defense doing their job and getting us out of trouble. At what point are we going to pick up our slack as an offense that we're so great, and that's what I'm getting at. It's not about we're not winning or I don't care about winning. All I care about is snap and step. No, it's been week after week sometimes we're not contributing. We're not doing our job on offense. So you can't just keep slapping a Band-Aid over it and you expect to win late in the year and you think you're going to go to it at the end of the year. It's not going to fucking happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And last year, what it was, thank you for the ring, but it's a new season. They adapted. We have to adapt and we have to continue to get better and try to find new ways. So that's where the frustration comes in because it's not about winning, you guys. Like, I want to win, yes, and help contribute as well. do our thing on offense as well. I think that's fair.
All right, so this is the star running back. You know what I mean? This is the star running back of the team, kind of mentioning how he feels about what's taking place.
Wide receiver.
What did I say? Running back? Pardon me. Wide receiver. Thank you. This is the star running back saying what he had to say about the Eagles and basically
You just
saying
said running back again.
this this is a star wide receiver. It's been a long day, Vashti. Thank you for keeping me honest. But here's my thought process behind that. We saw some people from the Panthers kind of say what they had to say around how they showed up against the Saints, right? You got your star wide receiver who you're paying a lot of money to, who they're winning, right? They're winning. They're 7-2. They've only lost 2 games, but he understands that the defense is the reason that they're staying in these games. And he feels like the offense is not producing like they should. When you're paying him that much money, and the wide receiver 2 of the Eagles has more yards than you do, you know, he's the type of wide receiver, not running back, wide receiver that wants to produce. When you hear that, and then you hear what Nick Scorton has said, Ike Ekwonu has said, like, what are your thoughts around players not keeping things in house and kind of speaking out in the media?
Are we talking about Nick Scorn? Or are we talking about AJ Brown?
We talk
Because
about
totally
okay, so I know it's totally
situations.
2 different things, but my question is, like, what are your thoughts on athletes coming out and saying, you know what, like, I'm gonna say how I feel to the media instead of keeping things in house, like
I
coaches would
don't
want
feel
them
like
to.
AJ Brown saying something is a problem. I feel like Nick Scorton, I know those vets took him to the side.
Oh, had to, and you know the reason why I feel that way too, because I saw the interview from Derek Brown and JC Horn today. And I think, Vash, I think it was you that asked him the question around practice. And did you see that little shake at the end? His head. Okay. I saw that and I was literally about to clip
They
it up,
knew
but I
why
didn't
I
have
asked
time.
it too.
I saw that and I was like, and Vashti, you were the only one I saw tweet. That's gonna have a conversation on Wednesday, and I completely agree with it.
Absolutely. When I heard him saying it, I really wanted to be like, yo,
Chill. It's a thing that we
it's
call
not, and
deference.
it's not about Derek Brown can say that stuff.
Yeah.
JC Horn can say that stuff. Bryce Young, he could say that stuff. Even Chuba Hubbard can say that stuff.
Chuba can
Even
say
Rico
it.
Dowdle can say that stuff.
Yep.
I don't know if anybody else on that team. Let me think.
If he was playing, a David Moore could say that. If he was still healthy.
No.
Yeah, he could. If he was healthy, he's a vet. He's a vet.
It's not just about being a vet though.
But he is a leader in that wide receiver room.
It's twofold. You gotta be it's twofold.
You gotta produce. I know you're saying you gotta produce. I get what you're saying.
You gotta do both.
It's
you gotta do both.
I agree.
No
I get it.
K and no T to David Moore.
Mr. Moore. Yeah.
You gotta do both.
I
And
agree.
when Nick Scorton was saying that, I was like, ugh. Then when I saw Joe Person posted it, because I knew it was gonna be controversial.
Yep.
And even Canales alluded to it. If you listen to his press conference, he alluded to it on Wednesday as well.
Yeah.
I know they had a conversation with him.
Oh, for sure.
You can't
Okay.
Even Icky didn't go. Icky just said that practice wasn't up to par. Nick was like, guys got the big head. I was like, who got the big head? And who are you to be
say.
talking about somebody, man,
Yeah, no,
bro.
it's
That
it's
was
a
a
tough
rookie
one.
mistake.
That was a rookie mistake for sure, and I give him grace. He's young. He's 21 years old. Like I have
I
to
don't
give him
even know
some.
if he's 21.
No, he is 21. He is
Did
21.
he just turn
He turned
21?
21. I think one like close to the last game before the new season. Like he turned 21 during the preseason. Like maybe the last game. He is 21.
Okay.
He is 21 for sure. So it's the young people stuff. Like I understand how like you the passion's there. You just had the best game of your young career. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand everybody internalizes losses differently, and I think y'all caught him at the wrong time for him, the right time for media. You know what I mean? I don't know who he was talking about. You know, I've
He
had
wasn't even upset though. Like he wasn't upset. He wasn't a guy that like I don't think he intentionally was bad mouthing his teammates, but maybe he was. I just think the way they asked him the question, he fell down a rabbit hole,
he did, he
and
did, he did.
it was just
Yeah,
it's
but
bad.
the funniest thing though, I when I say I holler when you ask JC that question, and he was just like, it was great. I mean, he just shook his head, bruh. That was so funny to me. I wish I would have clipped it up so I can show it right now, y'all. Bruh, that was so funny because right when I heard you the way you asked the question, JC, how was practice today? How was practice this week, bruh? Like we just want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Last thing, bro, because we can go on and on about that situation. First off, Nick Scorton, like he's doing an amazing job this season so far. That last
Amazing.
game, huh?
He's doing good.
Yeah, he's doing. I
Is he
mean,
up for defensive rookie of the year?
oh, do I
You
think
think
he's?
he's a candidate? Then that's not amazing.
I stand corrected. I stand corrected. You're right. You're absolutely
Amazing, you
right.
got to be in the conversation for defensive rookie of the year. I don't
Okay,
know
so
who is
he
up
had
there.
let me change. He had an amazing game. He had an amazing game. Like that was his best game in
I
his
think,
career.
and that's no shade to Nick Scored. I think his ceiling is high. I think that he has overperformed expectations for a second round pick.
Yeah.
Um, but amazing.
Okay, like I said, I stand corrected. Maybe not amazing, but he's having a very solid rookie year. But one thing I do want to talk about real quick is, and you kind of alluded to it a little bit in Quick Blitz, is the relationship between Bryce Young and Dave Canales. I've seen a lot, and these are only two questions I had for Panther related, but I've seen a lot of things on Twitter around people. A lot of people have given up on Bryce already. A lot of people are saying a lot of things like, "Oh, he is not it. It's time to look at other quarterbacks moving forward." So much so that I saw somebody post a daggone article around that the chances for the Panthers to pick up Kyler Murray are high in the offseason, like crazy things. Do you think, forget all of that, my question is, do you think that there is a trust issue when it comes to Dave Canales calling plays for Bryce to actually throw the ball deep, or to trust Bryce in those chances to say, hey, I'm going to pass the ball instead of doing all these out route passes? What are your thoughts on that, just based on what you've seen, what you've heard, and just what you have analyzed from your vision and perspective and analysis?
Yeah, there's probably a trust issue there. Now this week, and this is why I asked. And he wrote my question, but like, does Bryce feel comfortable throwing a deep ball?
Mm,
Do you feel comfortable calling the deep ball? He's using words like what Bryce feels comfortable doing.
yeah,
So I don't know. I think it's a little bit of both. And Sheena brought up a good point. She says that Dave Canales might go on with one plan, but if he thinks he's going to get bad Bryce, he switches the plan instead of letting him kind of like, at this point, you really got to see what you got
yeah.
and hope y'all win games. But I don't know if a little part of me is thinking that Canales is calling it and Bryce isn't throwing it. A little part of me is thinking that.
Interesting.
Mom, if you ask my mom thinks Canales isn't calling it.
Shout out to Mama Blitz because I think I agree with her.
Yeah, my mom thinks he's not calling it. And but when the ball is snapped, that's Bryce's ball.
It is. It's all on you, big dog.
And Bryce can audible out of plays.
Yeah.
He's not beholden to what's called. He can look at the defense and see an audible out of a play and say, "No,
But
we're
it's
gonna
my
go."
yeah. But then I think about like I've thought through all of this too, Vashta, and I'm like, okay, is my mind is going so many different ways in so many different like areas. Is does Bryce have enough freedom like we think he does to be able to create a hot route if you see a defense blitzing to say, all right, T Mac,
What's
you're in
the
the slot.
what's the consequence? They're gonna pull him out the game.
I'm telling you, I'm walking you through my thought process. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If I'm Bryce, I'm going to Canales and saying, unleash me, bro. Like, let me, if you're not calling the play to throw deep, let me, like, I'm telling you what I'm seeing out there and what they're throwing at me. Like, let me cook. Like, give me an opportunity, give me a chance. Does Bryce have the type of attitude and personality to go to Canales and say that? I don't know. We're not in the locker room, so I have no idea.
For some reason, my gut is telling me that Bryce ain't slinging that thing. Because when Dalton came and he was slinging that thing, I don't think the playbook is any different.
Uh,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
Andy didn't do nothing
We'll
in the other
never,
game we talking
we'll
about. You talking
never
about
know
last
for sure.
year. But yeah, we'll never know.
We'll
You're right.
never know for sure.
We'll never
I
know.
do think though it's a combination of both.
Is it? And shout out to Elijah Birch. She said, "Do y'all think the ankle's still bothering him? That's why
No.
they've been leaning more." I mean, he did have the tape today. I don't know if that's a huge thing. I think they just know Rico is cooking right now, so you just lead with the hot hand. I
Why
don't know if
wouldn't they
it's
run the ball?
exactly. If you got a left tackle in Icky who loves to run block and it's working, like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But bro, you gotta take those shots. And now with the Saints saying, look, bro, like you know how disrespectful it is to say we're gonna stop Rico and we gonna have Bryce beat us. And if we don't believe Bryce can beat us, and we're gonna see if he gonna beat us. And you don't do it off when they're 1-18, that says a lot, bro. And the blueprint is written. It's up to Bryce now to say, no, I'm that dude. I'm the Reaper. Everybody thinks I am. And now it's up to me to showcase why I was the number one pick. Because at this point, bro, the blueprint is written. Everybody's going to do the same exact thing. Stop the run and make Bryce beat you.
Carl brought up a good point.
Yeah.
Bryce ain't throwing and catching the ball. I
Okay.
have seen
Talk
some
about
wide
it.
receivers make quarterbacks look way better than what they are.
I agree.
And I'm watching them make some of these catches, and I'm like, why is nobody on the Panthers doing this?
You know one thing I always said, Vashti? And this is just Panthers in general, why do we make playing football look so hard when other teams make it look so easy? And I think
Because it is hard for them right now.
I think that's what it comes down to, what you're talking about in terms of like, why can't some of these players make plays like that? You know what I mean? Like we don't have that yak type of wide receiver on the team. At least we haven't given, even if it's Jimmy, we haven't given him the chance to showcase that he could be that yak type of receiver. We need that. Somebody who can take a 10-yard dig and take it to the house, or a 5-yard slant and take it to the house. We haven't seen anything like that since the play that Jalen Coker did against the Cowboys last year. Nobody's doing that.
Well, I mean,
but my biggest thing is like at the end of the day, Vashti, it can't just be. It takes all 11 to make a play, right? It comes down to the offensive line blocking, and of course, Canales' favorite term this week, the me to you factor of the throwing and the catching. It takes all of that, right? But like you said, everybody has a piece of fault to it. It's not just on Bryce, but of course, as the quarterback, the quarterback's gonna take all the blame. They're gonna take all the blame. But at the end of the day, all I gotta say is I'm not out on Bryce. I'm not. I think that it's still a long season, and we got to figure it out. Like as a fan perspective, like it is only right for this to work, because if not, it's going to be a rebuild again. And do we want that again? Is what I'm trying to say. Do we want that again? I don't know. Any thoughts? Any key takeaways? Not to spoil your article and what you're going to write. Anything? Any key takeaways to Atlanta? Are you going?
Duh.
I don't know. Sometimes people like, I don't know. I was just making sure.
No, the only one I didn't know about was Green Bay.
Okay. See, I gotta ask though. Excuse me for asking.
Every other one.
Yeah.
I didn't go to New England, but that was because it was around my mom's birthday. But Atlanta's down the street.
Yeah. Bet. No predictions. I know you don't do that.
No, they just gotta have a balanced offense. I think with all the questions about vertical passing, that we will see some more of that. But they have to get the run game going.
Yeah.
Atlanta's still salty about that 30-0.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, we'll see. I mean, you never know what Panthers team you're gonna get.
I think that's the difficult piece as a fan, but we're hoping for the best. We're hoping for the best. I'm sorry. Before we go, last thing I gotta bring this up because you are a dog owner. But did you hear about Tom Brady cloning his dog? This kind of went under the radar last week, but his dog Lua died in 2023, and he ended up this dog right here is a clone of his former dog who passed away in 2023. Would you do anything like that? Would you even have the idea of like cloning your dog? I know you're looking up like, is this real?
That's weird.
That's that you got too much money type stuff, in my opinion. You got way too much money to be cloning. It's like, bro, like just get another dog. Is like, why would Tom do something like that? Why would you clone your dog?
That's weird.
It's weird. Tell me that's not. And you know the crazy thing is it hit the news and then it just died down. I'm like, no, we're not gonna talk about how weird this is. Like you sat there and said, I miss this dog so much that I want to bring them back to life and clone this dog. I don't know if anybody else has ever done this, but it's Tom Brady, so it makes the news. But that is crazy. Like that's like you got too much money type of behavior. You could have done so many different things with your money, but you decided to spend your money on cloning your dog. Well, you could have got another dog. What are we doing?
All right. So apparently he owns a company, or he is an investor in the company that cloned his dog. So he is using this obviously as promotion for that. But this is a company known for saying they produced 3 dire wolf pups, that kind of stuff. They also cloned Barbara Streisand's dog and Paris Hilton's dog.
Crazy. I think that's just I don't know about that personally.
That's weird. That's weirdo activity.
It is. Like you said it before, like, Hollywood, y'all be doing some interesting things. Look, I don't know what y'all got going on, but I saw that and I was like, this is kind of weird. Either way, I appreciate y'all pulling up. We had a lot of people in here. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Two things for me. Like, comment, subscribe. Let somebody know about the Pregame podcast. And then also, Quick Blitz on the way to 1,000 subscribers. Make sure y'all go over to Quick Blitz. Hit that subscribe button. Y'all go live Mondays. Y'all doing noon, right? Is that what y'all doing now?
Yeah, we're doing it around noon. We'll see
Yeah.
how it goes this week. To clone the dog, $85,000.
Ain't no way I'm spending 85
Oh no, I'm
thousand
sorry.
American dollars.
50,000.
I don't
50,000.
I don't care. Even that. I don't care about none of that. I
And if
see.
you want a horse cloned, it's 85,000.
Nah, bro. Look, if my dog die, I see you at the crossroads. Bro, no, absolutely not. I'm not 50,000 American dollars. No, that's insane. I don't care if I got stock in it or not. I'm not spending 50,000. But like I said, make sure y'all go over to Quick Blitz. Make sure y'all see them live Mondays at noon. We're live on Thursdays. We got a few things coming up. Look, pregame got motion. We got a few things coming up with a former Panthers legend, securing them to come on the pregame. Not sure if it's gonna be live or if it's recorded, but we're in the works of getting them signed up. They reached out. I reached out to them. They said, "Yo, I'm in. Just let me know the date. I'll let you know offline, Vashti, what's going on." But yeah, it's lit. We got that coming, and then also T Mac's agent, Presidential Deal, has reached out to me. He said he wants to come on to do a mid-season update and a postseason update. So we're gonna have him on 2 more times. Not sure if it's gonna be live. I figured out I would love to do it live. We gotta see if he's available, but he's reached out and said that he wants to come back on and kind of talk about what's going on with T Mac, what's going on with him, all those different things. So we're gonna bring that. We're gonna get that set up. So we got some things popping up. Make sure y'all subscribe to make sure y'all know and put that notification bell on so you never miss when we go live. I may go live to do a little pregame show on Sunday before the game. So if you love music, so I play music during that time. It's not gonna be recorded. It's just gonna be a live and it's gonna disappear because I'm gonna play music. I'm gonna like set up a whole vibe. So make sure if y'all want to come rock with me, hear my thoughts on all the games for Sunday, and then also some thoughts on like what I think about the Atlanta game. Hit me up. Come through. All right. That shot, thank you so much. It's been real. We out of here. Peace.